boom. Hey, what up, it's good Riley. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, hello, governor. Okay, so that's how we're starting. Anyway, hi guys. Oh my goodness, I've not posted on YouTube in so fucking long. I know, freaking. I don't think that I can swear on here. But I don't really care either, so it's part of my vocabulary. Thank you. But I've not posted on here in so long. My storage on this iPhone 11, girl, is breaking down, okay? I'm sorry. It's breakdancing and not in a good way. So, anyway, I've been waiting to get a camera, but I'm like, you know what? I just don't care, okay? Okay, if the quality looks like shit, shoot. If the quality looks like poop, talk to your mama, not me, okay? Okay, but I'm gonna come on here and give you guys some advice. I want to make a disclaimer. First of all, you don't have to listen to anything that I'm saying, okay? Okay, we're all entitled to our own opinions. Every single human is different. Every single body is different. Everyone has a different mind, a different heart, different morals, different respect, different kindness levels, yada frickin' yada, okay? Everyone thinks about things differently, and I just want to say that, like, don't take everything so serious. Like, I'm just coming on here to talk because I can talk someone's ear off. You guys know what I do best, and that's talk, okay? Okay. Maybe it's the Gemini in me. I don't mean to be like that, but I was reading, like, a Gemini book, and, like, it literally said that, like, this bitch talks a lot. And I'm like, you're right. So anyway, I'm just going to come in here and talk and give you guys some advice because you guys seem to love my advice. So I'm just going to come on here and talk for, like, the 5th time. Hello. I don't know how to transition into what we're going to talk about first, so let's just... cut, action, let's talk. Okay, the first one is how to protect your peace when you have to see the person who broke you every day. I think that you're talking about being in, like, school and being in high school because, like, that's very inevitable that you're going to see them every single day. And all I can say to you is pop them headphones in, girl, and just vibe with yourself. I know that school is not a vibe. I know that you cannot vibe in school. I hate that word because it feels so, like, vibe. That's just, you know? Anyway, but, like, just pop those headphones in, literally live in your own fucking world. Like, yes, you broke me every day, but I'm not gonna let that stop who I am and not not be myself, act all sad and depressed walking down the hallways. No, girl, like, you broke me, and, like, that's your own thing. That's a reflection on your own character. Like, you don't get to see how much it hurt me, you know what I mean? Behind closed doors, bitch, I'm balling. I'm balling behind closed doors, but, like, in school and stuff like that, or at your work residence, at your workplace, you just have to act like a bad bitch. Like, yes, you fucking hurt me, but you don't get the upper hand and the power. You already got the power of hurting me and genuinely making me feel so bad about myself. So why am I going to give you the power of letting it reflect on my day-to-day and how I go about my days and, like, let it affect my, like, my facial expressions and stuff like that? Like, no. Like, you already had enough impact in my life. I don't need any more, and you're not going to put any more. You're not going to have this hold on me, this trance on me that you hurt me. Like, no, I'm doing good without you. I'm doing better without you. Actually, genuinely, thank you for hurting me because I dodged a bullet. Thank you. So anyway, again, girl, pop your headphones in or just get to work and just act like a bad bitch at your desk, and there you fucking go, okay? I know that wasn't super... Oh, I got a FaceTime call. People are blowing up my phone right now. Girl, I'm famous. I'm kidding, okay? It was just one of my girlfriends. So anyway, I'm not sure if that helped. And I know that it was very straightforward and kind of just, like, to the point. But it's true. That's what I did. That's what I do. Like, you're not going to get the pleasure. You already got the pleasure of hurting me. And I know that you want a reaction. And I'm not going to give that to you. You're not going to affect my day-to-day moods because of what you did to me. That's insane, okay? Okay, so bye. Thanks. Anyway, next up we have... high school friendships. Not really sure what you mean by this. I'm not sure if you mean good or bad. I'm not sure, whatever. But I just want to let you know that make sure that you always have one person that you can go to that is non-judgmental. You have that rock in your life. Like, you can have a big friend group, but just keep in mind, a friend to all is a friend to none, okay? Okay, and I mean that in a good way and in a bad way because I almost just puked. Okay, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. But anyway, I just want to say that high school friendships, like, they're going to come and go, and always keep in mind that you guys are learning and growing together. Everyone is under 18. Nobody's frontal lobe is fully developed yet. If somebody does something super, like, detrimentally shitty to you, I have to stop using that word because I feel like I'm not using it in the right context. But if somebody does something super shitty to you, it's obviously okay to not excuse it with the whole, we're learning and we're growing up and stuff. Like, there's a difference between right and wrong. And I'm going to say that a lot in this video. There is a complete difference between right and wrong. And when you do something super wrong, it doesn't matter if we're growing. It doesn't matter if you're 5 or 80 years old. You still did it, okay? Okay, but high school friendships come and go, and if nobody's valuing you in that friend group, then don't value them. Goodbye. Like, it is much is much better to be alone than to be with someone who keeps on dragging you down constantly and makes you feel unincluded, and makes you feel discluded, and makes you feel judged, and makes you feel like whatever. Like, why would I want you in my life anyway? There's just no point for that at all whatsoever. So, and I know that it's going to be very hard, and it's much easier said than done. Me sitting here saying, why would I want you in my life anyway? It's much easier said than done, but I mean, seriously, why spend your high school life with people who don't value you just because they invite you out to the parties and stuff like that? Okay, then keep them around. Like, then don't complain about it. I'm not saying that you're complaining at all whatsoever, but like, if you're gonna sit here and be like, they just treat me so bad, and you're not gonna do anything about it, and you're not gonna drop them, and you're not gonna confront them or voice this to them, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So I just think that high school friendships come and go, people change, people do shitty things, and just stay true to yourself and know what you do and don't stand for, if that makes sense at all. So next up we have how to be outgoing. Somebody said that they love how like outgoing and energy filled that I am. Girl, there is some days where I am the fattest, most biggest mother bitch literally to walk this earth. I'm not even kidding you. My family has witnessed it firsthand, and it's scary, genuinely. And my workplace has witnessed it firsthand, but honestly, it just comes and goes in waves for me. Like, today I woke up in such a good, happy mood, and it was because of the weather. Like, I can fully, wholeheartedly say that because it's sunny out, I'm in a good mood today. So, how to be outgoing? Love life. Look at all the little things. Appreciate the small things. Appreciate the little things. Like, make yourself a little coffee. Go out and get yourself a little coffee. Go on a little walk. Go to the gym. Don't go to the gym. The gym does not make me happy. So, the gym does not make me outgoing at all whatsoever, girl. But the thing that makes me the most outgoing, music. So I always have a good playlist going. I always have music. My Spotify will be up on the screen. It's just Riley Grace, but or Riley.Grace with 2 E's. So just listen to music. That's what I'd say. But journaling and how it helps and how it makes you feel. If you see this little Carhartt bag over here, I have about 5 different journals in there, I think. I love journaling personally. I've kind of been straying away from it because I've been reading more, and I just feel like I'm at the point in my life as of right now. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll be like, I need to write this down right now. Like, I need to write down my feelings because, like, a page won't judge you. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why I love journaling, and that's why I never used to talk about my feelings. It would only be journal prompts, and journal prompts are little questions, and that, like, Safari or Pinterest asks you. Like, if you look up journal prompts, it'll be like, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Or who are the 3 most important people in your life? Or what was so good about yesterday? Or why do you appreciate XYZ so much? Like, it's just, it's nice to have a journal. I have a journal, and it's called 300, actually it's on my bed. It's called 300 writing prompts, and there's just a bunch of writing prompts like, what is something you would like to see invented that would make your life easier? What bad habit would you like to change? Write about a piece of jewelry you own. Where did it come from? When do you wear it? Why do you wear it? What keeps you from getting a good night's sleep? It's just the whole thing about, it asks you questions, which is a very easy way to get into journaling because it's hard to just sit and write about your thoughts and feelings. And I did not like doing that in the beginning. I was like, I don't want anyone to know about my feelings, not even a piece of fucking paper. Like, that was just not my thing. But now that I've gotten more into journaling and gotten more in tune with, like, my emotions, I guess, I write them down so that I can look back and reflect on that. But then again, it also sucks looking back and reflecting on, like, I'll journal about, like, oh, like, just say I'm talking to a guy. I'll journal about, like, he made me feel so good and, like, appreciate it. Like, I don't know, like, he made me feel so good today. And then, like, I'll look back on that 2 weeks later and be like, he cheated on you, though. So anyway, it's hit or miss when writing about your feelings. Just don't reread them. Maybe that's my advice. But getting in the journaling, I would start with prompts for sure. Or I would start with burn this book after writing, burn this journal after writing. Girl, I'm not going to burn it. What? But, like, it has a lot of good prompts in there. It has a lot of good, like, fill in the blank. It has a lot of good, like, circles that, like, you fill in. And it's, like, it just asks you questions. And it's very nice to get into. But I would not say journaling completely changed my life around. I would not say that I still do it every day. I did it every single day for around, like, 2 to 3 months. And I did notice a good effect on my life. But it wasn't a detrimental, life-changing, like, journaling has helped me so much, I need to keep on doing it. You know what I mean? I just journal when I feel like it. So, yeah. And if you don't journal, that's A-okay. Like, don't feel pressure to, like, journal to, like, change your life around. Like, you need the journal to, like, live a good life. No, girl. You can just sit with your thoughts. It's okay. But going into the next one, we have how to start treating yourself better and become more confident. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a backstory just so that you guys don't think that I randomly got this. I used to be the most unconfident person ever, especially body-wise. I just did not like my body. A lot of people, pee-pee. Hi, hello. A lot of people made me feel bad about it, honestly. Like, my body and, like, whatever, whatever. And I was never like, ew, I hate talking about this stuff because it feels like pick me, poor me, whatever, whatever. But I don't feel like that really because I love myself now. But anyway, in like middle school and stuff, when like everyone started gaining like boobs and a butt, that wasn't me. Everyone was shaped like a P and I was an inverted Q. Like, like it was just not like, it was not it, girl. But like, for example, I didn't wear leggings up until like 10th grade. And again, I'm not saying poor me. Like, don't be like, I feel so sorry. I don't. Like, it's a-okay, girl. But I just felt really insecure. I was never like the chosen one or like the picked one. Like, guys didn't really ever want me. Like, I didn't really have any boyfriends or any like things and stuff like that. And all of my girlfriends had like their first kiss and their first like, you know, wanka. Oh my goodness, way before me. And that's okay. Like, also don't feel pressure. Like, if all of your friends are like getting down to like the nitty fucking gritty, don't feel pressure, girl. Like, I felt no pressure because like I don't feel pressure with like losing my V card. Like, I was just like, it's whatever. Like, when my time comes, my time comes. I wasn't gonna force it or anything. But anyway, I kind of took that, like my whole like middle school experience and me being insecure and stuff. I was probably very, very insecure up until like junior year of high school. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And I just kind of sat back and thought about it for a second. And I know that this sounds so like in tune, like I just sat back and looked at the bigger picture, but like genuinely, I looked at the bigger picture. I'm my own bitch. I am my own bad bitch. I was born and blessed with this body and this mind and this heart. Why would I waste my entire life shitting on it? Why would I waste my entire life shitting on how I look or how I talk or how I walk or how I dress or whatever, whatever? Like, girl, if somebody's gonna sit here and get down on you for what makes you feel confident, goodbye. Like, I'm sorry, like, if you do a makeup look, for example, and it's like super like what, like you're looking good as fuck, right? And you feel confident, you feel beautiful, you feel amazing, you feel snatched and whatever, whatever. And then you go and post it online or you show one of your friends and they shit on you for that, and then your confidence drops. Why though? Why? Because you felt confident before anyone said anything. And that's just kind of what I think. I love my body. I love my face. I love the way that I talk and I walk and yada fucking yada. But when people comment on it, it makes me feel unconfident. And that's where insecurity stems from. It comes from other people. And I've just learned to realize that I love myself alone and here. If I was the only girl in the world, the only person in the world, I wouldn't care what people thought of me. And that's how I think. I think that I'm the only person in the world. And this may sound cocky or narcissistic or whatever you want to say, but I genuinely just think I'm the only one in the world. Nobody else matters. Nobody's opinion matters about me because I love myself and I love how I look and how I dress and how I whatever, whatever. So why I feel confident before anyone says anything. So why would how am I going to word this? So why should I care what you're going to say about me? Because I already felt confident before you said that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And going back to the whole like makeup look, or just so you put on like a bomb ass outfit and it's like very like, it's like alternative, it's crazy, it's cool, it's funky, it's fun, it's pop, whatever it may be, you felt good about it before, you feel good in it before. So why feel bad about it when somebody comments on it? Do you know what I'm saying? And that's where I get my confidence from. I just think, okay, you're a sad, insecure individual who needs to reflect on other people because you can't pull it off like I do. And you do not have the confidence to wear it like I do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna shit on me for how I dress or what I do or what I post on social media, it's because you do not have the confidence for it. And that's where it all circles back to confidence that I have and you don't. Again, you're a sad, insecure individual, and that's a-okay. I'm not gonna try and like whatever, that's your own deal. So that's a reflection on your own character, and I just don't want to be involved with that. So yeah, that's how I think. I just think I love myself and I don't care what you think, because if I was the only person walking on this world right now, I would not give a fuck if I was nude. Like I would not care. Do you know what I mean? So why care if people are on this world? Do whatever you want. Compliment that random stranger. Buy a coffee for the person in the life. You know what I mean? Just be nice, be kind and be nice and be positive to yourself, especially. That will get you very far in life. And next up, we have how to go about setting boundaries in a relationship. I'm not quite sure if you feel comfortable with this person to set boundaries. If you don't feel comfortable with setting boundaries, that's a problem within itself. If you don't feel confident enough, or not confident, if you don't feel comfortable enough to voice a boundary or voice how you feel about a certain thing and why you don't like it, then I don't know if this person is for you in general, because you shouldn't ever feel scared. You can feel scared and feel nervous, but you shouldn't ever feel like genuinely scared or genuinely like, oh my God, like they're gonna get mad at me for bringing this up. That's not your person. Like they should never feel mad at you for bringing up a boundary that resonates with you. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just think that, how to go about setting boundaries. I'm not, and like the thing is like, I'm not sure about like, I'm not sure what boundary you are wanting to set. So that's why this is kind of difficult for me to talk about, because I'm not sure what you mean. Devil, my storage literally just ran out. So I had to delete some apps and delete some videos. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay. Let's just say this is a revolutionary boundary that a lot of women and a lot of guys have to set too within relationships. And so let's just say that they are Snapchatting the opposite gender and you want to set a boundary with that. So you would bring it up, make sure that you come in with a cool, calm, and collected tone. Tone is a very important thing for a lot of things. And for example, like my dad, when he's talking to me and he's like passionate about like what he's saying, he has a very stern tone and it almost makes me feel like he's mad at me or like yelling at me. And he's gotten a lot better at it, but you know what I mean? Like tone is a very important thing, and when you come in with a negative, crooked tone, they're going to immediately think that you are attacking them instead of trying to voice how you feel about something, if that makes sense at all. So anyway, let's just go about with a revolutionary, okay, I literally already said that, but anyway, so you bring it up to them with a nice, cool, calm, and collected tone. You're like, hey, I don't really like that you are Snapchatting the opposite gender. It almost makes me feel like a certain type of way. I'm not sure if it's stemming from a place of, insecurity, or if I just don't like it, period. I kind of feel like, iffy about that. And I would just really respect if you could stop Snapchatting the opposite gender, because it just makes me feel uncomfortable personally. And I just want to come in here and say immediately, if a person genuinely loves you, genuinely cares for you, genuinely is all for you and loves you, they will look at you voicing this and be like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know that you felt like this. Like thank you for bringing this up. Like, of course I can do that. Like, why didn't you bring this up sooner? Like, I didn't even know that it made you feel this way. Like, oh my gosh, that is the right response. That is what should be communicated back on his part or on her part. But if they come out and they're super defensive, like, I don't even fucking Snapchat that many. Like, I don't even remember Snapchatting them. Like, it's always just a mass snap. Like, I don't even like recall Snapchatting them. Okay, if you don't recall, then don't Snapchat them, period. Hello? If you can't remember Snapchatting them, then don't Snapchat them at all. And then if he always pulls this out of his ass. He's always like, I'll just fucking block all of them. I'll just block all of them. Like, oh, why? Why do you need to block them? Like, are they going to say something if you leave them unopen? So anyway, when bringing up boundaries, if your partner gets defensive and stuff, that's always a red flag, because nobody should ever get super defensive over you. And I completely understand the defensiveness, because a lot of people will think that you were accusing them of something, but then again, that kind of stems from a place of communication. When they aren't super up on their communication, people get defensive and people think that you're always attacking them, and that's their own kind of dealio, and I don't like dealing with people like that. The second that I see that when I'm with a guy and he gets defensive over anything that I'm bringing up, I'm like, okay, there's something wrong here. There's something up here where you have something you're battling with, your own insecurity that I just don't personally want to deal with. So that's what I always think when you get super defensive and when you think I'm always attacking you when I'm just voicing my feelings. I don't want to be with you. Okay. Sorry if that's harsh, but it's the truth. So next up, we have when you push away the sweet guy that came after the toxic ex because you weren't healed and ready, but now you are, and he's moved on with someone else. The sweet guy's moved on with someone else. Number one, I'm sorry that you were in a toxic situation. That absolutely fucking sucks. I've been there, done that, girl, and it's terrible. It's terrible. So I'm sorry about that, but push away the sweet guy. Number one, there's two different things with this. Number one, did you voice to him that you were in a toxic relationship and that you weren't healed and that you weren't ready? Because if not, then he's not going to know that, and you can't blame him for moving on, because you obviously weren't ready and he didn't know why you were pushing him away. He just was like, okay, like, she doesn't like me. I'm just going to, like, move on to someone else then. That's exactly what he would have thought, because you never voiced that to him. But if you did voice that to him and he was like, and you told him like, hey, I'm not healed, I'm not ready yet, but like, whatever, it's not his, what's the word? It's not his job and it's not his duty to stick around and wait for you. And I know that's harsh and I know that's very hard to hear, but it really isn't. Like, people, like, it's tough for them to be in that situation too, to wait for someone who is healed, to wait for someone who is not healed and not ready. It's tough because you don't know what they want, you don't know what they need, you don't know how too much is, you don't know if it's too far or too little. They don't know if what they're doing is too much or too far. They don't know if what they're doing is too much or too little. That's what I mean. They don't know how to go about it. They don't know your boundaries. They don't know if you're ready for this, that, and the other. So fight my phone, my storage. I'm so sorry, you guys. But anyway, back to what I was saying. When you push away this week, I have to, okay, so you don't know if you voiced it to him, if you didn't voice it to him, whatever, I don't know if you did or didn't, so that's the context that I need, that's the context that I'm missing, and that's why this question is kind of harder to answer. But all I want to say is, he's moved on with someone else, leave it be, girl. Leave it be. Don't try to get back with him. Don't try to text him. Don't try to call him. Like, that is their own situation now. Don't ruin somebody else's happiness because you weren't ready and you weren't healed. And I know this is very hard to hear, but seriously, they're in their own little world now, and that's A-okay. Who knows? Maybe in 2 years you guys will see each other out and about, and you're like, oh my God, like, I just wasn't healed. I wasn't ready. He's like, oh my God, you should have told me that. And it's a whole love story. You know what I mean? So as of right now, just do you. Just be yourself. Just be alone, and don't go and ruin their relationship, okay? Okay. Loving a guy that has a girlfriend. No. Next. A guy has feelings for me, but he's a player. I kind of like him too. Do I try to make things work or do I leave it alone? A guy has feelings for me, but he's a player. Okay, that's the first red flag. I don't care if he says, I've changed for you. Like, I don't mess around anymore. Like, I don't want to. Yeah, you do though. Like, you do. Like, what happens after the relationship? Like, okay, just say, girl, he settles down for you and he is loyal to you and you know, like, whatever. But then all of a sudden you guys break up and whatever. He's going to go right back to his player tendencies. And I can almost promise you that. So if you want to avoid getting absolutely detrimentally effed over, don't get involved with him. Like, maybe like a little like here and there, or like a little like hangout, or like a little whatever. But like, if you get serious with him, I just want to let you know the consequences, and it's gonna be a fucking tsunami of just hurtness. So yeah, I'm just saying that right now. So I'm telling you, if you guys break up, and he might go back to his player tendencies, and he might literally do this, that, and the other with 10 other girls, and it's just going to absolutely tear you to shreds and bits and pieces. So I'm not saying don't try it out and don't whatever, but just keep in mind that you said it yourself, he is a player. So keep that in mind. Player, it's kind of like cheaters will always have that tendency. You know, like a cheater will always be a cheater, whether that's with another human being or whether that's with a game or at work or what, you know what I mean? Like, there's just always that tendency within them. So, how to grow into a better person who is less insecure. That kind of goes along with like the being confident thing. I used to compare myself a lot to a lot of different people, and I'd be like, oh, like, you know, whatever, but like, I've kind of gotten over that because of the fact that like, I'm my own person. Like, again, like, everyone is blessed and beautiful, and I just think that everyone is so beautiful. Like, it is so beautiful that everyone is different, that everyone has a different nose and eyes and ears and language and voice and how they think about things and body and mind and heart. And I just think that it's beautiful, and I just think that there's no reason to be insecure about your own because everyone is different. Like, yes, there's obviously like a beauty standard of like Gigi Hadid, Bella Hadid, I don't even know, Bella Hadid, I think that it's her, but like, yes, there's obviously like beauty standards and stuff, but I think that everyone is beautiful, and like, that's how I think about myself. Like, I think that everything and everyone and life and the world and nature is just so beautiful, and that's how I think about myself, because like, it's just so different and beautiful, and I find myself in nature, and I just think that like, it's so, like, we have too long, I don't know. I could go on and on about that because, like, a tree kind of looks like, I don't know, I'm weird when it comes to that stuff. I just think that everything is so beautiful, and I just think there's not a reason to be insecure because, like, everyone is different, and it's so beautiful that everyone is different, and it's beautiful that everyone looks different and talks different and walks different, and it's just life. Humans are humans. Like, it's just life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, God made all of us so different and so unique, and that's just beautiful in itself. So there's no reason to be insecure about how I was born because look at you and how you were born. Like, I could shit on you right now, but I ain't gonna. And it's kind of funny because, like, we have like, if we didn't have social media, nobody would care. So, okay, next up we have how to find comfort with yourself instead of constantly relying on other people. Going back to, like, I feel like I am the only person in the world type shit. Like, when I was talking about all that, like, I just think about, like, what if I was the only person in the world? Like, I would have to live with myself. I would have to cook for myself. I would have to find comfort in myself. I would have to rely on myself. And that's what I kind of think about. And, like, because what happens if these people go away, or if they pass away, or if they get a new friend, or if they get a new friend group, or a new boyfriend, or this, that, and the other? You know what I mean? Like, what happens? Like, you're going to be left alone. So already be, like, leaning on yourself for your source of comfort and your source of fun and your source of love, because nobody's gonna love you more than yourself, girl, and that's a true fucking fact. Like, nobody can love you more than you love yourself, and that's why I talk about and preach about, like, loving yourself and being kind to yourself and doing little things for yourself and getting yourself that coffee and buying yourself those flowers, because no one's gonna show you love like you can show yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're sitting in your room, you're like, nobody loves me, like, nobody cares, yeah, and you don't even care or love yourself, girl. Like, you're getting down on yourself, and like, you could so flip that around and switch that around. Like, there's a reason why I'm so comfortable with being alone, and I'll get into that, and I think I want to make a whole nother YouTube video on that, because I could go on and on and on about being alone and why I love it so much and why I find comfort in it, but and that's why I love being alone, because, like, nobody can hurt me. nobody can hurt me. Nobody can say anything. Nobody's going to get mad at me for waking up late. Nobody's going to get mad at me for not responding. So, and that's why I find comfort in myself, because like I don't want that drama in my life. I don't want that what if you leave? What if this happens? I don't like those what ifs. I don't want those what ifs. And that's why I choose to be alone, because I don't want a what if. What if he's cheating? What if he's doing this? Well, ew. It's so time consuming and it's so energy wasting. So I don't know if that helped. That's a very hard question for me to, not hard, it's just a very difficult question for me to go about, because I'm not really sure how to answer it. So I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. But anyway, next up, I guess, why it's so important to have personal space while in a relationship, because you don't want to make that whole entire person your whole entire life, because again, what if that person leaves and now all of a sudden 50% of your personality was ripped out because that person was your entire world, your entire life. You need to have your own time. You need to have your own hobbies, your own friends, your own alone time, your own family time. You need to have your own time with your animals. You know what I mean? Like, you need to have a hobby and something to focus on besides for your partner. And that's why people get so like angry and mad and sad, and they go crazy when they're in love, because they're so infatuated with that one person. You also still need to be infatuated with other things in your life and with yourself, because you will end up consuming that entire person, and then when they leave, like, because girl, I've been there. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, it was terrible, and I felt like I had lost a part of me. I felt like I had lost my other half. I feel like my source of happiness was gone. My source of, like, what am I going to do when I'm alone now? Like, I can't go hang out with him. I can't go do things with him. I can't go out to eat with him. So instead, I went out to eat with myself, and I brought myself out, and I bought myself the flowers that he never bought me, and I bought myself the dinner that he never fucking paid for. The birthday dinner that I had to pay for, I paid for it again and again and again, because I wanted to, and I love myself. And again, no one is going to love me more than myself. And again, maybe that's why I speak so highly about myself and so highly about these topics and stuff, because I've been through it, girl. And I don't know. So I don't know. It's just important to have personal space, and it's important to rely on yourself and to have your own source of happiness, because then you're going to find yourself sitting in bed on a Tuesday night because he's out with his friends and you have nothing to do. So find a hobby. So go out with your own friends. You know what I mean? Like, you need to still, and that's why because I was, again, I'm speaking from experience. I dropped all my friends. I had no friends when I was in that relationship, and it was absolutely terrible, and I felt so bad, but I relied on him for everything, and he was my source of everything. And then when we broke up, I was so lost, honestly, and I had to pick myself up from the ground up, and it sucked. It did, but like, I have never been so happy being alone now, and baking and cooking and journaling and doing face masks and staying in on a Friday and Saturday night and reading and whatever. That is love. That is love. Okay. Like, so yeah, I don't know if that helped either. I'm sorry. Okay, next up we have peace in being alone. Again, I just want to make a whole video on this, but I'm just going to talk about... Hello. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, anyway. Peace and being alone. Again, I don't want to go... Bitch! I'm getting really mad right now. Anyway, peace and being alone. I don't want to go too in depth in this because I want to make a whole separate video on being alone and whatever, like I told you guys, but... I'm getting a little upset here, just a wee bit upset in here, look. Not funny. Okay, I'm just gonna give it to you straight, my 2 biggest tips, and I know these might not help, but this is how I feel. This is my own experience, whatever. Taking life slower. I find peace in being alone by taking life slower and appreciating the small things. It's a lot easier said than done, I understand that, but I just take things slower. Just take things... It doesn't always have to be a rush. You don't always have to be, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? No, like, you just, because my brain is like that. Like, my ADHD is so bad. Like, I could not take a test in the same room as the other kids. Like, just to give you guys an example, like, girl, like, I would be fidgeting, finicking with everything. Like, I talk so fast. I talk so much, and it's because of that. So, as you guys can probably tell. So, you guys probably can't even understand me in this video. I'm sorry. But anyway... I just take life slower, and I take things slower, and I look at the little things, and I appreciate the small things. Like, I see a leaf on the road that somehow, some way, kind of, sort of, maybe looks like a heart. I take a picture of it, and that just made my day. Like, I just appreciate the small things, and I look at the small things, and I think about things so deeply, too, and I love nature, and I love love, and I love life, and I know that it's a lot, and I'm not sure how to teach this either, which is why this is also very hard for me to answer, because I don't know how to teach you to appreciate the small things. It kind of just comes, I guess. I don't know. Like, I used to not care about any of this. I used to not find peace in being alone. I used to spend like 3 weeks at my friend's house. Like, I was never home in the summer. I was never home, period. Like, I was at my friend's house Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, into Sunday night. Like, I never wanted to be alone because I wasn't comfortable with being alone. But I don't know. It's a lot easier said than done, like I said, but I just take life slower. I don't rush things. I sit at the coffee shop for longer than I expect. I don't look at the time. I don't whatever. I just look at the smaller things and I appreciate life. Life is so short, so live it and appreciate it. And that's what I have to say about that. I know that that's probably sounds so stupid and so like, just take life slow. But seriously, girl, like, we don't have a lot of time at all, but we have so much time, but we don't again, but I don't know. Okay. Next up we have, bitch. Okay, next up we have people that used to bully you trying to get into your life once they see that you're successful. Like, you can be mutuals, you can be nice, you can be respectful, you can be kind to them, but like, I know what you did and I'll never forget about it. I forgive, but I don't forget. And I'm not going to forgive you vocally either. I've forgiven you for my own mental sanity, for my own sake, girl, but I just like, no, like, I don't know. Like, you were mean to me in middle school for a reason. Like, and if you've changed, then I guess you've changed, but like, I know I'll never forget, but it's just, I don't know. It's like, that was you. That's what you did. Like, that's a reflection on your character. So it's whatever, I guess. But just because you see that I'm doing good now, you want to be in my life all of a sudden, kind of odd, kind of weird. So I don't like that. So, but again, I'm going to be nice and kind and respectful. Like, it's not like I'm going to sit here and be like, I'll never forget what you did. No, like, hey girl, like, how's it been? Like, whatever. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I know what you did. I know what you did, boo. So anyway, next up, we got a guy is giving me mixed singles. A guy is giving me mixed signals, but I don't know if I should wait for him or say something or move on. So if you're comfortable enough with this guy, I would voice this to him. I'd be like, hey, like, I don't know, like, if I did something wrong. I don't know if, like, you're going through something, but, like, I'm just kind of feeling, like, mixed signals from you. And, like, it's A-okay if, like, you know, like, you're dealing with your own stuff, but I'd like you to voice this to me so that I don't feel like I'm just being strung along like a little string, you know what I mean? So, and again, if they respond with, yeah, sports or school or, it's an excuse. It's an excuse. I just want to let you guys know, again, like I said earlier, like, when a person genuinely cares for you, genuinely wants to be with you, genuinely wants to love you, and wants to be in your presence, you won't feel mixed signals from them. Okay? Okay. And it's as simple as that. I know that it's very simple and to hear that and to hear whatever, but it's true. When a person genuinely loves you and genuinely wants to be with you, they will do anything for you. Okay? Okay. So, or you could go with the second option, and that's just ghosting him. Like, if you're gonna give me mixed signals, obviously you're not the one for me anyway, so bye. Sorry, storage again. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about, but let's just move to the next one. How to stop overthinking or spiraling when you get upset. I don't have any advice for that. The way that I overthink is detrimental, okay? So, I drive myself insane and I cry a lot. Yeah, I have big emotions, okay? So, I don't really know what to help you with that. I guess just voice that to the person or, I don't know. I'm sorry. I really don't have any opinions on that, girl. I'm really sorry. Being yourself, be your fucking self. Just be yourself. Like, if someone's gonna judge you for that, again, like I've said a million times in this video, we have one life, live it. If somebody's gonna judge you for how you act, walk, talk, dress, yada, you're not meant to be in my life anyway. Like, everyone is so different and it's so beautiful that we're all different. And if you're gonna shit on me for being different and shit on me for showing my personality and for being myself, why though? Like, we're all humans. We're all different. It's so fun and creative, whatever. And you don't have the energy, bye. Bye. You don't like what I post on social media? Bye. Don't watch me then. It's so easy to click, block, and scroll. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, my thoughts on heartbreak. I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry. Okay, since my storage is being so whoop-de-doo-dah, we're just going to talk about one more. And I think this video already might be a couple minutes long, quite a bit. But how are you okay with missing the college experience? I'm okay with missing the college experience because I would rather visit the college life than live in the college life. And that's just me personally. I know myself well enough to the point where I don't want to live in a 2x4. I don't, especially with somebody else. I know that it's not a 2x4, but you know what I mean? I don't want to live off cardboard food from the dorm hall or the dining hall, whatever it's called. I don't want to. School has never been for me. I don't want to work on extra schoolwork. I don't want to go through another math class or another science class or another social study class. I think, yeah, right? Civics, I don't know. I know myself well enough to know that I did not want to do that. I don't want to pursue any of that. And I have never been one of those people that I've had a dream job or a desire or this is a job that I want to do 9 to 5, this, that, and the other. Like, this is my goal, whatever. And it's amazing to have goals and it's amazing to have a major and to go to college. It really is. So girls, stay in school, but like, don't let me sway your opinion at all whatsoever, but I just know myself well enough to know that I can't focus. I don't want to focus. I don't want to learn about this, that, and the other. And I know that, well, a major is catered to you. You get to learn about what you want to do. But then again, I don't know what I want to do. And I'm so young, and the stress of spending so much money on something that I don't even know that I want to do yet. Like, all of a sudden I'm going to turn 20 and I want to be a neurosurgeon instead of a business manager. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things going on up in this little head of mine. So I just didn't want to put stress on myself, because I know that if I were to pick one thing, I know, again, for like a fifth time, I know myself well enough to know that I'd want to do 5 other different million things. And I know that you can do like an undecided and whatever, but I just don't want to go and spend money on something that I don't want to live there. I don't want to be there. And on top of that, I don't want to do the schoolwork, and I don't want to deal with teachers or a professor or homework or what. I just don't want to do that stuff. Okay. But literally props to you, girl. I am so proud of you guys. If you guys are in college or pursuing something great and big and whatever, I'm so proud of you. I'm not shitting on it at all whatsoever. I'm just saying personally for me, it's just not for me. I just would rather be at home in my own bed with my own car and my own town and my own food and my own family. And you know what I mean? I would rather, and my own dogs, hello, but I just would rather stay home and be at home. So I am pursuing a digital marketing class right now. It's 6 months long, 3 nights a week for 3 hours. So I am doing something, and I have social media in my back pocket too, so I'm not really stressing out about it. I'm so young, and like there's nothing to stress out about, girl. Like I think there's a lot of pressure throughout high school and middle school and throughout life in general to figure out what you want by 18, and then by 25 you're gonna have a job in a huge fucking building. No, like I don't want to live like that. Like I'd rather just travel and be myself and make money on the side and just have a job and just live my life. And again, take life slow. That's what I want to do. Okay. So that's my opinion, and that's why I'm fine with missing out on the college experience, because I've never been one to like, I want to party. Like I don't know. It's not really for me. So anyway, I think that's all the questions that I'm going to answer. I didn't answer all of them. Oh, goodness. I feel really, really bad, but my storage is really running out, you guys. Maybe I'll answer one more. Okay. Dealing with stress and how to not fixate on past mistakes. The past is the past. You can't get down on yourself. Like I sit here and I'm like, oh, like why would I go back to him? Or why would I say that? Or why would I do that? Like, oh my God. And I get so in my head, I start overthinking about it. And then I just sit here and I remind myself, I wanted that in the moment. Like in the moment, I said that because I wanted to say that. I got back with him because I wanted to get back with him. I knew the consequences. I knew the consequences of my own actions. I knew what he did. I knew that whatever, but I wanted it in the moment. Like I can't get down on myself and sit here like, I'm so stupid, but I still did it. I'm so dumb, but you still did it. You know what I mean? Like you still wanted to do that in the moment. And even if you didn't want to, then I guess that you were in a trance and something came over you and whatever. But again, you're still you. Like that's how I don't fixate on past mistakes, because I'm still me. I'm still the same Riley. I still have the same body, heart, mind, whatever. Like I can't get too down on myself, because that's what I thought in the moment. That's what I thought was right in the moment. That's what I wanted in the moment. And we're all humans. We all make mistakes. Okay. I love to reassure people on that we all make mistakes and that we are all humans, because girl, we literally are. Okay. It's not that serious. Like we all do stupid stuff. We all say embarrassing stuff. Everyone's going to forget about it. And if they don't, then why are you focusing on me too much? Like, why are you focusing about the fact that I sharted in 4th grade? Why are you still talking about it? Huh? Okay. So let's just move on from that. But yeah, that's why I don't fixate on past mistakes, because I'm still the same me, and I love myself. Like we all grow, we all learn, we all heal and grow differently. We all think about things differently. We all, you know what I mean? So why get super down on yourself for something that had happened in your past? I don't know. It's just because I get it, girl. Like trust me, I've done that too, but there's no point. All it's going to do is hurt you. So yeah. Okay, but I think that's all I'm going to talk about today. I'm sorry if I didn't like answer everyone's question. Oh goodness, I feel really, really bad, you guys. But hair tips, Pantene shampoo and conditioner, and that's all I use, boo. I don't do any Amika or Olaplex. I just Pantene shampoo and conditioner in the shower. I get out, throw my hair in a towel, and let it air dry then. Like, that is what I do for my hair, boo. I've never dyed it either. I rarely ever cut it. Like, that's what I do, boo. But anyway, I love you guys so much. If this wasn't helpful, I'm really, really sorry. If you don't agree with any of this, that's A-okay. If you think that I said something dumb or whatever, that's A-okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone, like I've been saying, everyone has their own mind, body, heart, everyone, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just love you guys so much, and I hope that this helped, and if it didn't, I'm sorry, but I love you guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, I love you guys. I just get so excited. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna go edit this YouTube video, and I love you guys so much. Goodbye. Sorry.